Yo, you already know who it is. It's A-Bands, the one and only. Hope all you lot been doing good. Hopefully you lot been trading good this week. In today's video, I would just want to show you lot how you can really go from your startup and go all the way and make a 10k Forex account from literally the startup of how much you invest into your account within how many weeks, could take a month in this practice, or this sort of, I'd say like a bit of an experiment, but like literally I'm going to be going through all the risk managements, risk reward ratios, lot sizes, how to accurately take profits and successfully take out portions of profits to scale up to a 10k account, not a funded account, not a demo account, a full live account. I'm gonna be showing you all that, breaking it down in this one video. But besides all of that though, before I get into that, just want to tell you that this week that's just basically finished, all my trades was winners, and I've put it out into my free Telegram group. I'm more time put the free Telegram group here, or I'll just put it on the screen somewhere for you. Like literally everyone was making profits, this week in my free Telegram signals group. So if you're looking to join that, it's just out there, you know what I mean, don't need to, but it's just there for you. Then let's begin with how you can accurately scale up to a 10k Forex account on a live account accurately. So I would say we're going to go into stage one. Stage one is literally just figuring out your risk management. What risk management means is how much are you risking from your account, from every single trade that you're entering and executing. Let's say a £1,000, we'll start off with a £1,000 account, which is what you'll be starting off to compound over a 10k account. The amount of risk you put into each trade determines how much profits or how much loss you will make in that 1k account. So let's say 10%. Normally 10% is a bit too much in each trade, but we'll say 10%. What's 10% of what you call it, 1,000? £100. You don't want to be risking £100 in each trade, in one trade, because if you take 3 trades and they're all losses, then you're 30% down, not 30% up. So what I will be telling you, like, the best risk management, and that is simply 5% of each trade that you execute. Why 5%? Because if you're risking 5% with a good risk to reward ratio, which I'm going to get into within a second, you can really scale up how much. So for the example I'm gonna use is 5%. Let's say you use 5% on each trade on a £1,000 account. That's only £50 you're risking on each trade. And so now let's break into stage 2, which is the risk to reward ratio. What that simply is picking out how much you're looking to risk for how much you're looking for a potential profit or reward in each trade you execute. So let's say this now, you're risking 5%, but how much is your profit? Is it going to be 5% again, which equals to a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio? And those are standard type of trades where if you was to lose, you lose 5%, but if you win, you gain 5%. You know what I mean? But we will, in this example, I'm gonna be showing you like the best risk to reward ratio, and that is simply a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So let's do it like this now. Our reward is 2, right, to a 1. So what that simply means is we are risking 5% for a double, which is a 10% in each trade. Now you may be thinking that's probably not too much that you'll be making in profits, but when it comes to the end of the week, when you start compounding and you just start slowly growing your account, you will really see the true results. So hopefully you'll have the gist of what I'm saying when it comes to risk to reward ratio. As I said, however much you're risking for however much. You may be rewarded if your trade that you executed does hit take profit, which is simply just a level where you set a line where if that level does get hit, that's just where you will get taken out of the trade, and that is what you're rewarded with, how much you're making from your risk to reward ratio, which in this example it would be 10%. Why? Because we're risking 5%, a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Hopefully you understand that. And now we just go straight into stage 3. What is stage 3? Now we need to figure out what's our lot sizes. What a lot size is, obviously if you're a trader you know what a lot size is. It's just how much lots you're putting into each trade, and we just need to figure out and determine what is our lot sizes we are going to be using for each trade, which is on a 5% very good risk managed account. So let's get straight onto the pip calculator and let's get straight into it. The pip calculator right here now. So here we have the pips. How much we are going to be making 50 pips from each trade, and our loss is simply going to be 25 pips for each loss that we potentially could get. So here is Euro USD, which is the main currency pair we will be using as this example for today's video, right? Deposit currency can be whatever deposit currency is, but for the country I live in, UK, so it's going to be Great British Pounds. So already off the bat you can see the trade size is one lot right here on a 50 pipped rewarded potential trade right here. 50 pips, right? It will come out to roughly £400. So obviously that's well above 5% for a 1k account, which we'll be starting up on. So now we need to figure out, we've already determined what is 5% of 1k, which is £50. So now we need to go down and figure out where is £50 on the pip calculator. So I'm gonna put in already we're roughly there, already we're almost there. So as you can see, on the 0.12 lot size, for each 50 pips we will be making comes out to £50 right here. But let's just move up to 0.13. we'll keep it on here. Yeah, so as you can see on the pip calculator does show you what our lot sizes is, and that's the lot sizes we'll be using as we scale up our potential 10k account, which when you have the correct risk management and just the correct risk to reward ratio, and you're constantly using take profits, you would really start to see small compounding and compactful gains on your live trading account. And this is crucial if you really want to scale up to your first 10k account, because everyone else will only show you like strategies and just like what indicators to use, when that doesn't have nothing to do with compounding an account. Sure, it gives you an edge in your trading style, but it won't keep your account alive and sustainable if you don't have the correct risk management, risk to reward ratio, correct lot sizes, using stop losses and take profits. So hopefully you'll understand that. So here we are back on the pip calculator, right? Now we've determined and found our lot size for our 5% on our exampled 1k account, which is 0.13 lots we will be using for every single trade until we hit a milestone. What is a milestone? Is when we eventually hit a high enough bank account trading balance in our trading account that we can actually start to scale up our lot sizes, because we're making more money. When we start to scale up an account and it keeps compounding, our potential wins will end up becoming less than 5% of the account, because our account's constantly growing. So we need to increase our lot sizes as we grow the account. So let's say we grew up to 2,000. Now 5% of 2,000, how much is that? How much actually is that? I don't even know what that is. Let's check. 5% of 2,000. How much is that? £100 right there. So for £100 will be our potential rewarded, just simple reward for every trade we take on our live account, as you can see right here. So now we've determined and found everything we need, from risk management, lot sizes, risk reward ratios, and making sure you set stop losses and take profits in every single trade. We've determined everything. Now the only thing is left is to go into the markets and also the news outlets to see what time frames, well, what not only the time frames but what time sessions are we going to be trading in, which is also another crucial thing, which leads me on to stage 4 of how to grow your account up to your first 10k. So let's get into some news outlets and find out the best, and not only the best but the trading session we will be trading for this example. So here we are now on Forex Factory, as you can see right here. Let me show you. Look, Forex Factory right there. This is where all the news events are happening live in the markets. Shows you everything from GBP outlets to USD outlets, and also shows you just how important it is. So if it's a red news outlet, which means it's very important, but if it's something like yellow, maybe even orange, it doesn't really matter too much like that. So you don't need to worry about these light ones, only the red ones are crucial. And that leads me on to what trading session are we going to be trading, and that, ladies and gentlemen, will be New York session. Reason why New York session, it just moves the most, and it's simply the most profitable session to be in, because all the other sessions like London session, the Australian session, and that fucking Chinese session, I don't even know what that one is, because they're so quiet throughout the other hours of the day compared to New York session open and New York session close. You may be wondering, if you don't know, what time does New York session open and close? For the UK time, it kind of opens roughly at 1 p.m. So if you live in New York, it'll be 5 hours back, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So you just kind of have to figure that out. And then New York session closes roughly like, I'd say like 4ish o'clock, maybe 5ish, somewhere there. And that is the time we will be trading for our experiment to grow at 10k. And this is simply what I trade in New York session, because it's just profitable, isn't it? It's the best, best trading session to be in. Now we know what trading session we're going to be trading. We'll only look in the time of the news outlets of our session. So as you can see, 1 p.m. is roughly when New York opens, and past 3 p.m. is when New York closes. And look at this, as you can see here, from 1 p.m. open to past 3 p.m. look at all the US dollars that are on the news outlets, and look at all the red that is here. All the red news outlets you see here is in London session, but it's preferable of what session you want to trade, since it depends on your time zone. For everyone that lives in the UK and onwards, it's kind of like New York session. You kind of want to be trading nothing else, to be fair. And as you can see all here, it just shows you all the information like flash manufacturing PMIs, like the level of diffusion index based on surveyed purchasing managers, and I'll see you be able to read, I'll be honest. Then this is where it's important. It shows you the forecast and the actual results of what happened. So if it's green, obviously the markets must have pushed it up. If it's red, the markets pushed it down. Well, the news outlets pushed the market down. And now we have everything. Now I'm gonna take you into the markets, give you a few examples of how to trade, what time frames to use, all the information from my previous trading videos. I'm just gonna re-put it in here, well, re-show you, and even give you more tips and even better tricks to potentially keep winning and stacking all your potential winners and taking barely any losses. And even if you do take losses with this correct risk management and correct risk to reward ratio, you can go on a losing streak and come back within 2 wins. So it's really that important and really that like profitable like with this type of information and this type of risk management. So let's get straight onto the markets. On the markets now, as you can see, we've just kind of closed on Friday the 26th of April, and as you can see from my week personally of the trades I've took, I have won every single trade. This one right here, it was a break even, so I didn't make anything on this specific trade here. But from Monday a win, Tuesday a win, Wednesday a win, and Friday a win. That's 4 winners, which with our correct risk management, how much would that be? That's a whole past 40%. Well, just on the 40% level, because we're trying to make 10% from each trade we enter. Let's say these 4 trades were losers, all losers, we were on a 4 losing streak, we would only be down 20% from 4 losses. So you could really see how effective this is, from winning 4 with 40% up, from losing 4 trades and we'll only go 20% down. So you can really understand how important risk management is. So let's get straight into the Monday trade. I want to show you exactly how I broke it down, everything I found. First thing, daily time frame. What do you see? It's going up, you know, it's going up. So we're kind of looking bullish, but oh, what do we see here on the 4-hour time frame? You need to combine all your time frames and see what's just happening. You go down to your 4-hour time frame and you can see it's kind of broke a trend line here. Let's show you that. A big bearish trend line, absolutely smashed it down. And so now I'm thinking, well, on the daily it's going up, 4 hours it's starting to come down, so you have to go even more lower to your 30-minute time frame, even the 1-hour time frame or the 15-minute time frame. But personally, 30-minute time frame for me. You go down and look, it's still going down. You can see from here, down, up, down, 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 and look at this. We come into the markets at 1 p.m. as you can see down here. Let's show you lot. As you can see right at the bottom, you can see it says 13 past, doesn't it not? And we close roughly at like 5 right there, which says 17 past right there. Go even more down. So now I'm looking for sells because our 30-minute has told us we're still going down. So we go down for our bigger confluences, right? What do we see? We see a support turn resistance. I'm gonna go even more shorter for you lot so you can see. Right here, we had a big support, respected the support and turned resistance right there. And not only that, you could even go down for your 5-minute trend line breakout right there. And just simply like that was one trade. We made 10% on this trade and we're risking 25%. Well, how much is it? Roughly 25 pips. But on this trade, I did what's called increase the stop losses because it was just so liquidated here and just about kept us in and hit take profit. And that right there is one win right there. Let's move on to Tuesday. Now on Tuesday, just rinse and repeat. Daily, it's going up. 4-hour, it's hit big support right here. We can really see, look at this, that is a 4-hour support. So that right there is very critical to our trading plan. Go down for your 30-minute time frame, you already know, just about hit it, just about. Even if it doesn't hit it, it's clearly in the zone of that support, and if it respects it, that indicates that the market did mean to go there and bounce and fully reverse. So now with dailies went up, and on a 4-hour time frame we've found a 4-hour support confluence. So now we're only looking for buyers, and already I kept on the 30-minute for this trade. What do we see? A big trend line breakout. Let me show you that. Let's see if you can see it on a naked market. Can you see the trend line break? You could even say the trend line started from here and came down here, as you can see. I'll even put it up here to be fair. Look at that. So that's Tuesday's trade right there. You see a big trend line breakout. Wait for the candle close on the 30-minute enter right on the 1 hour candle. We entered straight on like the 12:30 to 1 o'clock New York session open, and look at this. As soon as New York session opened, skyrocketed up. It's just that easy and simple, and it's the exact same thing here. We entered for another buy daily. We know it's going up. Check 4 hour time frame, and now since we've seen this 4 hour confluence, we could kind of predict that it's only going to keep going up, which it clearly did. Go down to your 30-minute time frame, and you can also use your moving averages. Right, look at this. We are underneath the 50 moving average, which is the 7 moving average here. It is below, but what else do we see on a what's it called, technical analysis? What do we see? Simple stuff right there, traders. Simple stuff. We had a resistance, turn, support. Look how beautiful that is. Let's go down to our 5-minute time frame, and look, beautifully bounced. Look at that, beautifully bounced. Honestly, man, it's simple stuff, people. And for our third winner, which would bring us up to 30% of the account, entered right on what candle? It was roughly on the 1 hour 30 past 1 candle on the 30-minute time frame. Entered, skyrocketed up to hit our 50 pips. It didn't even hit our 25. It didn't go nowhere near our, what's it called, draw. We didn't go drawdown at all. It stayed in the green, in the blues, and went straight up. Simple. And also, if you really want to go to the next level, what else do you see? Another trendline breakout right there. Simple stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Simple stuff. All right, for our fourth trade that I'm gonna show you for this example, look at this. We have already checked the daily time frame. It's the same thing. Check your daily, check your 4 hour. It's all going up. What do we see here? I'm gonna just kind of remove this. We see as we go near our New York session open, the time session we're going to be trading, what do we see on here? See a major resistance. I remember this because it was literally just the other day. Obviously, we see this big resistance right here, and I tell myself either it's going to break and skyrocket up, or it's going to bounce and bounce down, and that's exactly what it did. And as we go more down here to the 5-minute time frame now, as you can see, I entered with a beautiful entry, broke a trend line. It was so close. Look at this. It was so close to hitting the take profit level of 50 pips. It was like literally like 20, not 20, like literally 3 pips off. 3 pips off from hitting our 4th win, which was right here. But we didn't take a loss because it went so far down. We went past 25 pips. We set our stop loss to break even, which makes it a risk-free trade now. It's completely risk-free. So if it goes to our take profit, happy days. But if it goes down and tries to draw down, it will just take us out the trade with nothing made for the day. As I said, it's unfortunate, isn't it? It was so close. Going on to our final trade for the example of this experiment, from turning your 1k to a 10k account. Just another beautiful trade. We check our daily 4 hours. It's completely bullish, so we are the buyers of the day. Go down here, 30-minute, don't really see too much. 15-minute, what can we see when we turn everything on? You see that big support. That's what I'm gonna start off with right here for you lot. Big support on the 30-minute, 15-minute time frame. And also, what else do we see? We just went past it. Another trend line breakout right there, roughly somewhere there. Just fix that right there. And on top of that, for our third confluence, we can also even find a Fibonacci retracement right here. I've already plotted it down for you lot. Already plotted it down right there. Hit our goal zone and spiked up. As I said, all these trades are always in my free Telegram group that you can go see for yourself as evidence that I did take these trades, just if you're very curious to see. And as soon as I saw all the time frames, so when I checked, all the time frames were bullish, so they're all going up. Go down to your 30-minute time frame, it's still going up. Go to your 15-minute time frame, you find a big support zone, which is like, okay, that's a big confluence. It's 15 and 30-minute time frames. 5-minute, you find a trend line breakout about to happen and a retracement confluence. You have like, how much confluence is like a good 5 confluences. So entered the trade and skyrocketed, absolutely skyrocketed, and hit our 50 pips to finish off the week. That right there as an example to show you, we hit, out of the 1 week we made 4 wins and 1 break even, which we didn't make anything. As a total, you made 40% out of your 1k account. How much would that be? Let's find out. 40% of 1000, just to show you that. 400, made 400 in 1 week on a 1k account. And when you're risk managing this precise and this strategic, even if you was to go on a four trade losing streak, you'll only be 20% down, which is £800, and you can make that back so effortlessly when you use these stages that I've showed you in this video to get your 1k to your first 10k trading account. Right here, 400 on your 1k account, and when you do this every single week, it can slowly start compounding. Go back to your pip calculator, you can slowly start increasing lot sizes. And for the final thing I want to show you, like, for this video and this experiment to bring your first trading account to 10k, is milestones. What that simply is, as I said, if you reach 2k or even 3k, you increase lot sizes to keep it as your 5% of your account. So let's say you bring your account up to 3k. Now we need to figure out what 5% of 3k is. I think it's 300. I'm still check. 5% of 3k, yeah, 150. all right, so you go back into your pip calculator, right, and try to find where is 150. Not there, could be here, right there. So now if you was to hit 3k on your account, now our lot sizes will be 0.37 for each trade that we take, which will equal to 5% right here. And for our losses, which will be 25 pips, it will be roughly 75, because that's 2.5% of 3k. And that right there is pretty much done right there. There's nothing else to it. Showed you the correct risk to reward ratios, risk management, lot sizes, the pip calculator and how to use the pip calculator, the trading sessions you would be trading, which is New York session, and also a full week of breaking down analysis of all my trades and how to trade like me. And simply, it's just so simple that once you keep doing this, you really will bring your 1k to your 10k or your first 10k account. And believe me, you just have to slowly keep compounding your trades and compound your profits. That is all to really make turn your 1k into your first 10k account in Forex. If you need to listen to this whole video, really do that, because all the strategies and all the stages are really crucial, you know what I mean? And besides that, if you made it this far into the video, like, what are you doing? Like, fam, like the video and subscribe. And on top of that, link in the description to join my free Telegram group with all my free signals that I'm always giving out every single day, all the time, you know what I mean? And besides that, honestly, there's nothing else to say. So if you need any help, just message in the comment section. And besides that, it's been A-Bands, the one and only. It's roughly like 30 minutes recording time, so I'm out.